Okay, so we'll start all the way from login at the restaurant, and then we're going to add a dish. We're going to basically build their menu. So we're going to do rice baby at pickypigs.com, and then the password will be rice baby with a capital R, hashtag, oh, is this one? Shift 21. Just check that's right. Rice baby, hashtag 21, and log in. All good. The Rice Baby said there's a restaurant, which is why we were able to log in. All of the information's already in there. We've got the times. The website isn't in there, so maybe let's just quickly add that website in. So you'll find Google is probably like the option to help you be able to find all the links that you need. Literally just copy the link from the address bar and then drop it in to where it needs to be, into here, and obviously don't forget to press add, and then that'll go to the profile page. Bookings, they don't take bookings, so leave that blank, and if you don't know, just leave it blank. And then all of these filled in, obviously don't forget to press save, so press save, and then scroll down. So we've got all of their cuisine, their features, their images. So good. So now we're going to adding the dishes. So we've already added the menus, the categories, and the subcategories. So the menu we have on there, they just have one menu. It's their all-day menu available Monday to Sunday. Those times, for some reason it's not available, so let's just edit that. Update. Where does that say unavailable? And then we'll go to the categories. We've got banh mi, salads, small plates, noodle soups, rice dishes, and sides. So the categories are basically just how they break their menu down. So you can see here, they've got most popular, they've got drinking snacks, banh mi, small plates, noodle soup, rice dishes, salads, sides, and drinks. So these are their categories. And if these were divided further into smaller categories, then they would be the subcategories. But in this case, they don't have them, so that's all good. So we want to add a dish. So if we go back into the dashboard page, we're going to come down to manage dishes. So before we even start add dishes in, we have to make sure that the menu is there and that the categories are there and that the subcategories are also entered if they need them. And to add the dish, we can either go here or we can go here. So we'll go down to this one. We add a dish. So which dish should we add? So we'll come back into the menu and we can add banh mi. We'll add the pork banh mi. So we've got pork banh mi. It's $12 and we just want to copy this description here. So just literally, turn that off. Literally just copy this here. Copy. And then come back into here and we can add that description in there. And it's the pork banh mi. Is that? The serving is 1. That will automatically drop in. You don't need to worry about that. The price is $12. I'll put that in. It automatically assumes it's available and we'll add it as a favorite. And we can double check to see because they have a most popular section. There's the banh mi on there. It is on there. So let's just move that. Let's make it as close as possible to their menu. So the menu that it goes on is the all-day menu, and then we're going to select the category, which will be banh mi, where isn't a subcategory here, or there is, but they don't need one, so we can just leave that blank because we just need a category and a subcategory. And then we're going to scroll down. We've added in this description, and we can see here that there's carrots, daikon, pickles, coriander, homemade mayo, which is egg, served with a traditional pate and sriracha sauce. So we can save that. So we know that it contains egg, and banh mi is bread, so it contains gluten. It is plant-based because it has meat. It's not vegetarian, not pescatarian. It isn't low gluten. It isn't lactose-free. It isn't gluten-free. It isn't dairy-free. Because none of these things are written on the menu. You can see that they've written little descriptions. They don't have any allergies written anywhere on their menu. So we don't actually know. Oh, they do. It's here. Look, it's after the description. So because it's not written anywhere on this pork banh mi, see how there's no dietaries on there. Don't assume, never assume that there's something on there. I'll just leave all of these. So we don't know. It does contain meat with that much. We don't know if it's gluten-free available. We don't know if it's dairy available. We don't know if it's available. It is for pregnant, halal. It's pork. They don't eat pork. Neither do kosher. It's not locally sourced. We don't know. And yogurt, we don't know. The pork will be roasted, and the rest will be raw. And then we just leave it like that. We don't know whether it is or isn't customizable, so let's just save it. But one thing we haven't done is added in the image. So we're going to go back into the pork banh mi, so we can go into update. And then we're just going to click on the image, the one that I saved earlier. We'll just drop it in. So you can literally just drop that image in there and then press update. And that will save. Easy. So let's add another dish. So if we add dish, then let's see what we're going to do now. So we can do a small plate, because I've got a picture of it. We've got the vegan wontons. So again, we can just copy this name and description. And because this is authentic to the brand, let's just copy all the way up to that Vietnamese writing. We can see vegan wontons, it's $15 and it's dairy free and it's vegan. So again, we go back to our page, type in here, vegan wontons. It's $15. We'll select menu, it's on the all day menu, it's on the small plates. Drop the description in there. Remove the dairy free and the vegan because our menu is going to show them that. And then we know there's tofu in it, which is soya, mung bean, carrot, onion, sweet and sour soy sauce. Soy sauce is also soy. And then remove the dairy free and the vegan. So we can save that. It's in a wonton, which is gluten, otherwise would say gluten free. So then we can highlight soya and we can highlight gluten because gluten is also in soy sauce. It is plant-based, therefore it's vegetarian, therefore it's pescatarian. We don't know if it's low gluten. It is lactose-free if it's plant-based. It isn't gluten-free. It is dairy-free if it's plant-based. It doesn't contain meat because it's vegan. It isn't FODMAP because it's gluten. It isn't low sugar. It isn't keto because it's too much fat. Gluten-free is available. Dairy-free is available because it's already those things. And vegan available is already those things. So you don't need to select them, because someone who's searching these will already have selected plant-based or vegan. So you can call vegetarian. So you come down here and press vegan. It's suitable for pregnant, it's suitable for halal, it's suitable for kosher, and it's not suitable for someone with a yogic diet because it has spring onion in it. It's deep fried because you can see from the picture, and we'll leave it as that. And let's add in the image. So we're going to go to upload image, what I did earlier, which is here, drop it in. Great. And save. We don't know if it's customizable or not, so leave that and let's just save it. Perfect. Let's add one more. Add dish. We're going to go do their takeout order. We've got the salt and pepper squid. So I'm going to highlight that, copy that, ignore this, come back to our menu, and it's called the salt and pepper squid. Do it exactly how it's written on their menu and make sure that you put capitals at the beginning. It's $15 and it is gluten free. So we're going to come back to our dashboard and we'll drop that in there. Remove the gluten free, homemade green chili sauce and fresh herbs. That's the description. Drop it in there. It was $15. It's available, favorite, all day menu, small plates, description is in there. Come down here. It is gluten free, but it contains calamari, which is a crustacean. We don't know what other allergens it contains, but we certainly know that it's calamari, so we'll have that in there. There might be egg in there as well because of the batter, but again, if you're not sure, just leave it, because all we can do is know what we've got there. It obviously isn't dairy free if they haven't put dairy free, so add dairy. Let's add egg because they use an egg white most likely to get it to be crispy. It isn't plant-based because it's meat or fish. It isn't vegetarian. It is pescatarian because it's calamari. It's gluten-free, so you can tick low gluten. It's gluten-free, it's lactose-free, and it's dairy-free because they didn't say it was. It contains meat because it's fish. It's not FODMAP, low sugar. Don't know if it's keto. Gluten-free, don't need to tick. Dairy-free available, don't need to tick. And vegan available because it isn't and it already is gluten-free. It's suitable for pregnant if they want to eat calamari. It is halal, it's kosher. We don't know if it's locally sourced, and it isn't a yogic diet because it contains fish. Calamari is always deep fried, or most likely deep fried, so go with deep fried. And then again here, let's drop in the image. If for some reason you haven't got the image saved, which I already do, here, and then you can press save. Let's go have a look. So we can go to their menu, which is here, and we have, let's have a look, let's look at a big plate. So we've got noodle soups, so we've got chicken noodle soup and a faux beef and a tofu veg. Go onto one of their social channels and you'll be able to find an image, and all you need to do is just click on the image, open it up on your browser, and then use your zipping tool. This is the best way to get an image. And when you just take an image of that for the best image that you can get, take a little snip, save it, save it. I have actually created a file on my laptop for each restaurant. Rice Baby. And you can come out of there. Let's go back to see the menu. So it's the faux beef noodle soup. It's $17. We'll copy that comment. So it's dairy free and it's gluten free with a star. The star most likely means it's available to be gluten free. So we can go back into here, faux beef noodle soup. So let's add a dish. Faux beef noodle soup. Didn't check the price, so let's just check that. $17. So $17, this is one of their favorites, I know. Go to all day menu, we'll go to noodle soups. We don't need the category. We'll drop in here, we'll drop that description. So the faux bow, rice noodle, onion, spring onion, coriander, bean sprouts, obviously beef. And so then gluten, it is dairy free and gluten free is available. So we'll close that down. So it does contain gluten, because it's gluten-free available, which means that it does have it in it, but it will be able to be removed. It is dairy-free, so we'll go here. So it's not plant-based, not vegetarian, not pescatarian. It isn't low gluten. It is lactose-free. It is dairy-free. It does contain meat. It isn't FODMAP, leave that. Low sugar, keto, leave it. It is gluten-free available. It's already dairy free, so you don't need to do dairy free available, and vegan isn't available because it's a mainly beef dish. It's okay pregnant, halal eat beef, kosher eat beef, and it's braised beef in a broth. So you can leave it as that, maybe put steamed in because it's obviously the broth. It's a noodle soup, and again you might have to use common sense, and then come back to the image, and let's drop that image in there. Open, save. If you can't find an image for a dish, so let's come here for example and let's add a side, and we've got the ginger rice. This is quite good because this is just boring. So we've got ginger rice, there isn't a description, and it's $4, and there's nothing else on there, there's no dietaries or anything on there. So we can just go into our option here, and we're going to go ginger rice. It's $4. It's available, all day menu, it's in the sides. There's no description, so you can just leave that. And if we don't have an image, ginger rice is plant-based, vegetarian, it's pescatarian, it's low gluten, it's lactose-free, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it doesn't contain meat, it's not low sugar, keto is rice, leave gluten-free available because it's already gluten-free, it's vegan, it's okay for halal, okay for kosher, it's okay for diet, we don't know if it's locally sourced, and it's steamed rice. Rice is always steamed. If you don't have an image, to be able to drop in, there are two options. One is to search in your Google browser for a rice dish, and you can just put a picture of a rice dish in there. In fact, scrap that, don't do that. The other option is to put the Picky Pigs logo. So Steph doesn't have it saved on her laptop, but you should have it saved, and it'll be the Picky Pigs logo. It's interesting to see what comes up. Let's go to the home page. So this logo here that you can see, you'll have that logo as an icon, and that needs to be then saved in your desktop, and then you can add that. Let's see if it's deleted what we've just done there. Yeah, it hasn't saved that, so don't come out and go back in. At least we know that now. You add it in again, ginger rice for $4. I'll select these. And so then here it would just be a case of uploading the Picky Pigs nose, the Picky Pigs logo, and then pressing save. And then it will end up looking like this if you don't have an image attached to it. I'm just going to go into Picky Pigs and you can see what it would look like. So we go to the front end. If you don't have an image, it will show up like this with the Picky Pigs logo. We can see what we created, so we can go into the actual restaurant. In fact, let's just search here, rice baby. And you can see what we've added. So if you select favorite, it's going to come across the top here. And then you can see the description is here, the name of the dish, the price, and all of the different features of that dish. And then we've got the section, we've got the banh mi section. We should have the noodle soup section. To go back and check where that isn't coming up. But you can see again here, you've got the description, you've got the money, and you've got the allergens and the cooking methods all in here. Good. That is how you add a dish.